So he comes. No, no. So he came back. He came back, right, and he was completely covered in. I'll tell you later. Hey guys, Vick here and welcome to another review. We have got an RDA review for you today. We are looking at the ERE RDA from Tobeco and Ohm Nation. Now, what the crack with that? Basically, Tobeco make it, Ohm Nation in the USA design it. So it's American ideas, but they keep the price down by making it in China. And that appears to be the crack. Now, what is the ERE RDA? What's its USP? As I like to say, why should you be interested in this over all RDAs? What attracted me to it, the reason I went and picked it up, it has bottom airflow coming from underneath in a Kennedy style, but you can adjust that at the bottom. You can adjust that. You can close it very small at the bottom, and it also has at the top. If I turn this round, it has airflow at the top. Look at that, and you can close that right off if you want the flavour. Open it up a bit if you want some clouds. So quite unique in that aspect. The other aspect of it is the holes are designed to be directly over the coils. And what they want you to do is they want you to be able to see if the coils are juiced up enough, but also they want you to, I get my Digby's mums here, they want you to be able to actually drip in like this, glug, glug, like that, without having to take the top off. The actual channels are filtered down so it lands bang on the top of the coils. Might be able to show you that up close. So that's the premise. This is the up close. Alright guys, here we are up close with the ERE RDA from Tobeco and Ohm Nation. This is the packaging, very simplistic. You've just got basically that. It says that, you can see the Ohm Nation and Sturf. And Tobeco ERE, and it sits in there. And you get a little bag of spare medulis, which is good, always good. Like those spares for days, yo. Okay, so this is the ERE in all its glory. I'll give you the tour. This is it. That's it there. That's it there. Still there. That's it there. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that's the little symbol for Ohm Nation, I believe. So let's show you some stuff. This is the airflow, as discussed up top and down low. You can see that it doesn't close. That's as much as you can close it underneath there. And opened up, it looks like that. Now, I'll keep it on because to take it off, this is the top bit here. This is your drip tip. Now that is completely fixed in. I cannot find a way of getting that off, and it's attached by an O-ring there. And all the way open is like that, and all the way closed, well, all the way closed off is like that, and you can have it like that. You can drip down the drip tip, or you can drip down these holes, and you won't be able to see on camera, but you can see the coils down there, and you can see what if they're juiced up or not, and you can drip into them, and it guides it straight on top of the coil when, no matter where you pour the juice into there. So yeah, but it is a tiny bit fiddly. It is a tiny bit fiddly, that juice filling thing, because you can't actually see the drips going in, so you can't count the drips. So you sort of just go, I don't know, there's just no way of seeing the drips going in, so you just sort of give it a couple of squeezes like that in each side, and it just finds its way down onto the coils. So that's the top bit there, like that. It comes off like that, bosh. Opening it up, this is pretty much a fixed chamber in there, so you never get total access. This is the juiced up coils that I've got in at the moment. What I will do is I'll take the wicks out and show you the deck properly. Let's see what I've got going on in here. Okay, here we are, and you can see a couple of rubbish coils now. Just clean them off. Just getting them back to life. Getting them all cleaned up and back to life. But you can see, so we've got this sort of Kennedy style deck going on. Nice deep juice well. Lovely big holes over there. Because of the design, you very rarely get any leaks down that hole. No matter how you use it, you should be absolutely fine. I've just got a dual coil in here. One of the coils has got a bit messy. I don't know if that's when I pulled the wick out. But yeah, nice big 4-post Phillips screws and a nice deep drip well. And that is very much all there is to this, really. So we'll go back up top. See you in a sec. Okay, so that was the ERE RDA up close. How much is it? It's about 20 quid in the UK and it's about $26 in America, I believe. Shop around, available from all good bookshops and some bad ones. So go and have a peek at that. I just bought it from a random vendor in the UK and I'm not shouting them out. So yeah, so we might as well just get into the pros and cons of this RDA. First con. And it's just something to know going in. This drip tip, if this drip tip removes in any way, I'll be damned, because I cannot get it off. Which means you're stuck with stainless steel RDA with a black drip tip. And the drip tip's lovely, it's really nice, and that. But if you want it, say, on a white mod or a green mod, you've got to put up with the way it looks with a black drip tip. There is an all black version of this available as well, and the drip tip is black and the whole thing is black, and so maybe that's an option if you're worried about that sort of thing. I do like the way black drip tips look on copper mods for some reason. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I like this. I like the look of this setup like this. Going back to the old school with the mech tube. This is a really old copper Nemesis. So yeah, so the pros and cons, that's the first one. The first negative is that. A second negative, and something I was hoping for but I wasn't sure when I picked it up, is these airflow jobbies at the bottom. I was hoping that just if I wanted to, if I was in a certain mood, I could completely close these bottom bits. But as I showed you up close, you can't fully close them the way the chamber is designed. You can close them quite small, but not all the way. The other aspect that needs mentioning is if you go like this, you can't see the full. It doesn't fully open the cap, so you've still got a slightly tricky dripping job, even if you want to drip it like that. Although it's not a problem at all, but it's something to be aware of. You can't open up and see the full deck with the chamber on like that. In terms of dripping into this using these holes, here's the thing. I did try to show you up close. These holes aren't quite big enough for you to see the actual drips going in. You can stick your nozzle in there and you can drip, but you can't actually see how many drips you're getting in, so you sort of need to get an eye for it. Like, I don't know, I've been doing like 2 glugs on either side, like glug, glug, but I don't know how many that is. What's a glug? How many drips in a glug? Glug. So that's a bit of a thing. It's not as convenient as it looks, if those holes were, well, it's tricky with the drip tip, but if there was a way of doing it so the hole was bigger and you could literally just drip, drip, drip like you can down the middle, then that would be good. But they're my only negatives, really. The positives do outweigh the negatives on this. The flavour is excellent. that's it with the holes at the top closed completely. The flavour is excellent like that. That's got to be said. A completely closed chamber is really nice for flavour, and those big airflow holes underneath. Now, I've also been using it a bit with just a tiny bit open like that, and that is a great way of getting the clouds, and the flavour doesn't mute too much. I do like it like that. In terms of how I've been using it, if I'm honest, even with this easy top filled thing, is I've just been going bosh like that, and dripping in like that, and then it's very easy to line up the actual cap thing, you know, so that's not a problem. So I've just been ragging it off. If I'm being completely honest, I've just been ragging it off. With these underflow ones, I'm always like that. So the flavour is excellent. The airflow options are excellent. It looks good. I think it looks good. I'm really happy with it. I like the little Ohm Nation logo on it there. Well built, no problems with the build, no problem with the screws, no problem with the post holes, no problem with leaking, dripping, anything like that. It's all been very, very good indeed. What can I tell you? The four post thing works fine. The screws don't snap the wires or anything like that. A very solid RDA, definitely worth a look, but be aware. The only thing I would say is be aware that you have to get used to using those nozzles, and you have to invest a bit of time in working out how many's good, how many's a good amount of glugs to put down those holes. But that's it in a nutshell, guys. This is the ERE RDA from Tobeco and Ohm Nation. It gets a thumbs up from me. I like it. I really like it. And it works great. Just a couple of little flaws to be aware of. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again really soon. Got some good stuff coming up. See you soon.